Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about I got tip paid on Uber Eats again. Here's how I got paid even more. So on Uber Eats, there's this concept on the platform that has been thoroughly abused by the low functioning community on Uber Eats, and that is the tip baiters. Now, I have been tip baited on the platform multiple times, but I have also gotten my money back from Uber Eats multiple times. And this time I got paid even more than what I was expecting. So I wanted to go over that with you real quick. So in this video, we are talking about what happened during this delivery, how I got paid even more than normal, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain as never intended to be legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is not only very market dependent, it's very case by case. And what applies to me and my market and my situation may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. The order itself. So I pick up an order from one of the sushi places here that is pretty good on turnaround time. They're pretty consistent. They know me by face, chat for a minute to catch up, talk about some of the things we're working on, and I move on. I make my way through snowbird traffic in South Florida, which made me almost lose my mind a few times, but I get to the point where I'm delivering the order. This customer made a slightly unusual request to leave the order by the garage, but I don't really think much of it because there are a fair amount of people that request for that and nothing happens. I take my picture, let them know that I dropped it off by the garage as per their request, and I hope they have an awesome day. That's really it. Nothing all that noteworthy. Later on, I noticed that I received a tip, but I only got part of what I should have received. I was supposed to receive a $14.08 payout, and I only received $10.44. What the hell is that? The order still fits my dollars to mile ratio, but honestly, I just wasn't having it. I did not fight through all that traffic and deal with the nonsense of South Florida traffic for them to screw with me like that. Dealing with support. So I'm already pretty annoyed, and I turn on the camera, hop on the phone with support, and I go through the transfer loop on Uber Eats. Finally on the line with an agent and with the Uber Eats support team because they had me sent to different departments. Now this agent didn't want to transfer me to a supervisor for some reason, which by the way, if they ever try that shit, never let them gatekeep a supervisor from you. I don't even let them finish their statements. I just want them to get a supervisor on the phone.
Well, they're probably just gonna say the same thing I'm saying anyway. What's the big deal?
Just get a supervisor on the phone. I finally got one on the phone after yelling at her incessantly. And finally, after a little back and forth, I explained that there was a violation in the contract and I beat that particular point to death until they finally paid me. Not the $3.48, that's a different thing, but $10. So I got paid even more than the $3.48. I would have been happy if I got the $3.48, but I got more than that. Not always worth it. Right now, it seems that Uber Eats orders that are tip baited or canceled, they are just playing more and more games and gatekeeping more, but they're also paying more. And that's kind of the unspoken secret here. That's not always going to be the case. Sometimes it's going to lead to more work than it's actually worth. Sometimes I got decent orders while I was on the phone with support, and sometimes those orders were really good and would have paid more than the $10. It didn't happen in this case, but it does happen every now and then. The real way to make sure you're making more money on these apps is by having a well-diversified gig portfolio and an exit strategy. So you're never too dependent on any one app and treating the gig economy like an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not just the goal. And one of the best places to accomplish that is through the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company as well as other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off its Dispatching for Beginners course, and we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there's something here for you. Check the link in the description to get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.